Okay, we're gonna go from functional snacking to indulgence with Gwen Burlingame with Beckon. Here's your
Hi everyone, my name is Gwen Burlingame and I am co-founder of Beckon. Beckon is the first and only premium pint brand that's both real dairy and completely lactose-free. Now this all started because my co-founder and I both grew up loving ice cream. Unfortunately, by the time I met Katie in college, the treat we loved so much had stopped loving her back. Katie is lactose intolerant, meaning that she cannot digest the lactose, the sugar found in milk. Desperate to fill this void in her life, she tried everything, but found that she either had to sacrifice taste and texture by eating dairy-free alternatives or by eating regular ice cream and suffering the consequences. No lactose-free option out there had the same quality and taste experience as a traditional premium ice cream. And Katie is not alone. According to the National Institute of Health, 1 in 4 Americans are lactose intolerant. And the demographics with the highest incidence of lactose intolerance are the fastest growing in the United States. And demand is growing as well. It's estimated that the US frozen treats market will reach almost $4 billion this year, and with the majority of that growth coming from premium and better-for-you brands with free-from claims. Clean label ice cream has doubled in recent years, and we're seeing growth in other areas of lactose-free dairy, and yet there are still very few great options on the market for this consumer. So our solution is to lose the lactose and nothing else. We start with fresh milk and cream, add in the lactase enzyme, which is the natural enzyme your body needs to digest lactose, and make our ice cream completely lactose-free. And while that might sound simple, there are molecular changes that happen when you take a lactose-free product and freeze it. We have a proprietary mix that combats those molecular changes and allows us to achieve the same creamy, smooth taste and texture as a traditional ice cream. We like to say it's not magic, it just tastes like it. We currently have 5 flavors on the market at an average price of $5.99. And all of our flavors are made from RBST hormone-free milk and cream from farmer-owned co-ops in the Northeast, non-GMO pure cane sugar, and without the use of gums, stabilizers, or additives. And we started out at a farmer's market in Boston, making the ice cream ourselves in an incubator kitchen. And since we sold our first pint in late 2016, we've grown into over 900 points of distribution, including a recent rollout nationally with Whole Foods Market. We're spreading the word through sampling and promotional activities with our retailers, through digital word of mouth by partnering with influencers in the healthy lifestyle space, and through our own e-commerce site. We have a small but mighty team at Beckon HQ and some rockstar partners, so this is just the beginning. Our mission is to beckon everyone back to the joy of real ice cream. Thank you.
Let's start with you, Megan, this time.
Well, yum. That was great. I think this is a really well-executed idea. The packaging is fantastic. It's beautiful. It stands out. And the taste really performs. So what I'm curious about is if you're seeing the ability to bring non-lactose-free consumers into the category, because I think that's a real accelerant to the overall strategy.
Absolutely. One of the things we've started hearing from some of our consumers is that once this pint makes it into the home, that it's becoming a family choice. With the 1 in 4 Americans being lactose intolerant, it's likely that they aren't able to share with the friends and family in their life that they'd like to. So we hope that this is a solution for that.
Tracy, what do you think? What questions do you have for Beckon?
So very well executed. I agree with Megan. Ours is iced up a little bit, potentially some thermal abuse. So you're saying that generally speaking, same exact texture as a premium ice cream?
That's right. Okay. I think John did mention a freezer problem.
We had a slight freezer issue, so that's probably on us.
No sweat at all. A few more, just going to these nuts and bolts questions. Is there a section within the frozen dairy set that you like to be placed with special, maybe alternatives? And then again, price comparison to the category.
Sure. So typically, because we are a real premium ice cream, just without the lactose, we can kind of sit within the premium set or within the non-dairy set nearby, because a lot of those alternative consumers are looking kind of for both. At $5.99, we typically sit line priced with some of the alternative ice creams, and we're able to promote at $4.99, which is more where you'll see a lot of the more traditional players. So we feel like we can be at home in either, and we're actually still looking at that as we expand nationally, kind of seeing where works best.
Great.
So I noticed when I was trying to look you up online that Beckon, being a common word, you don't show up on the, if you just type in Beckon. Do you have a plan for improving your online accessibility?
Absolutely. So we have started investing a little bit into Google search. So trying to get kind of at the top of that page to capture those highly qualified consumers who are actively looking for lactose-free products. Also building out more of the content around our lactose-free community on our website, and continuing to engage with our community on social as well.
John?
Yeah, from a scale up, I mean, you sort of talked about, and I looked at your site too, and it's kind of a focus on the Northeast and a regional aspect of that. Is that a story that you scale that story? Is it about the regional sort of goodness of the Northeast and the cows, or is it, how do you think about the supply chain scale up as well as the brand scale up?
Absolutely. So right now our biggest dedication is working with farmer-owned co-ops. So right now we're doing that in the Northeast because that's where we're based and that's where our co-packer is. We hope to continue that moving forward, even if we are, if we eventually have multiple co-packers. That's really kind of where our values lie, that and having high quality RBST hormone-free, and really putting the money back in the hands of farmers where we can.
Well, Gwen, thank you so much for sharing Beckon with us today.